welcome to my channel, Mom on Point. This is going to be my very first video. I'm going to review some of the Pointe shoes that I've worn this last year and just give you a brief description of me. So I'm a mom in my 40s. I have 4 wonderful kids and I'm super busy, but I recently went back to really focusing on ballet. I used to teach a long time ago and I gave that up when I had my kids. I'm hoping to go back to teaching in a couple of years after I really get my technique back down. But I've been back in ballet classes for probably around a year consistently, a couple of times a week, when I really wanted to go back on Pointe. So I started my Pointe journey last March during the pandemic. I went and got shoes right before all the stores closed and started doing exercises at home. And I've had quite the journey with trying to find my Cinderella shoe. I have finally found my shoe and I'm gonna do my own in-depth review on that one coming up. And some of these shoes I will actually review on their own, just in separate videos. I'm going to do a couple today, so you're going to see this black hoodie in a few videos today. But let's start. So a couple of shoes I don't have anymore, but when I went to get fitted the first time, the store that I went to put me in a Capizio Ava. Sorry, I have like hair in front of my face. So the Capizio Ava, people still want to put me in that shoe, and I have had so many issues trying to make that shoe fit me. It feels too big, it feels too wide, I switch around sizes and widths, and the shoe does not work. So before I even took it to class, I accidentally pulled the elastic drawstring out of it, and I could never, I never even wore it to class. So I don't have much to say about that shoe, except it just didn't work for me. So during that time, while I was trying to get that shoe ready, I was watching a lot of review videos, which I love. That's why I'm doing these videos, so that those who are like me, who geek out on watching Pointe shoe videos, can watch mine. So I was doing a lot of research and I heard about ganyor Mindens and all the new things that they're doing. I did wear ganyor Mindens when I was in high school for just a little bit when they first came out. You used to, you know, move the shank with the hair dryer and all that stuff. I don't think, I don't know if they changed the shank, but people don't really use a hair dryer on these anymore. So anyway, back then they were too narrow for me and just not big enough in the platform, but they have come up with all these different widths, and anyway, I was like, I have to try these shoes. So here are the ganyor Mindens, and these shoes I have a love-hate relationship with. I really like the way that they feel on my foot in some ways. Like, they fit my foot well. They're comfortable. I love the durability of them. There are so many things about ganyor Mindens that I love. I will say sometimes I have problems in these fully getting up on point. I can't explain it. I'll just be in a class and I'm trying to releve and I just, for whatever reason, can't. And I don't know, I just wasn't dancing the best in these, so I went to a different shoe. Now, I did recently try these. This is a lower vamp that I bought from somebody, and I do really like them, but I've decided not to use them because I tried the European gainers, which I actually have right here, so I'll bring these out. And after trying these, I won't wear ganyor Mindens anymore. These shoes do not work. I actually liked the idea of the suede tip because I have other shoes with a suede tip and I love it, but I can't dance in these shoes. So ganyor Mindens for me are done. I'm gonna do an in-depth review on both of these though another time. So, and in that video, I'll put them on my feet so you guys can kind of see, but I have a lot of shoes to get through. So after my ganyor Mindens, I went to a store in a different store that was not too far from me. And the fitter there fit me in a Bloch Heritage, which worked way better than the Gaynor Mindens. And I thought, yes, this is my shoe. I could dance in them, I could do a bunch of things, but as I started getting more advanced and doing more turns and PK turns and stuff like that, I would occasionally wobble in them, even though I was stable. So my teacher took a look at them and she said, you know, I think there's something off with those shoes. Maybe they're too narrow for you, I don't know, but try a different shoe. So I went and got fitted by a different fitter. Been to so many fitters, and they fit me in a Russian Pointe Brava. And for a month and a half, I loved these shoes. I thought, this is my shoe. It was amazing. But as the shoe started to break down, I had to get another one. And when I bought the same shoe, suddenly I couldn't dance in it anymore. I don't know what it was. I couldn't get over my box. I was bending the shank. I even, you know, 3/4'd the shank, all these things to try to make this shoe work. And it never quite worked like my first pair of Bravas, which actually I think is right here. I tried 3 different pairs. I went down to a softer shank to see maybe if that would fix the problem, but I don't know, maybe my foot changed in that month. I can't explain it, but the Brava, loved them for a month and then they no longer worked for me. So that was a really great shoe. So after that, I did some research online and I decided I wanted to try the Russian Pointe Radiance. So this shoe I really do like. It is a lot like a Heritage though, and I had to go up a width in this shoe to make it fit me because it is pretty tapered. You can see, so this is a whole width difference than my Brava. So this is a width 4. This is a width 5. And it's still more, you can see that it's more tapered. The platform, this is definitely a bigger platform. This is a 3/4 shank, which I did really like. I could get on my box with this shoe, which I wasn't doing with this shoe. And this shoe really did work for a while, but it just wasn't perfect. But it's my number 2 favorite. So number 2 favorite, Russian Pointe Radiance. I guess I should tell you my size in all of these shoes. I watch enough videos, I should know this. So I wear a 37 in most Russian Pointes. I could do a 36, but I do a 37 most of the time because my feet do swell in hotter temperatures. So 37s. In gainers, I've worn a 7, 7.5, and 8, really just depending on the cut of the shoe. So that's that. While I was in the Radiance, I was just playing around with some other shoes, and I'm actually going to be listing, I have these listed for sale because I barely even wore them. I didn't even really sew them, I don't think, but this is a Merlette. I was getting super curious about these shoes because the shank is supposed to be like a more durable material than a traditional shank, which I do go through shoes pretty quickly, so I was like, that sounded really nice. This is the Belle, which is more of their beginner shoe, and I picked this shoe because it did have the suede, which was one of my favorite features of the Radiance. And it was a more flexible shank to kind of help you get on top of your box. These shoes are so narrow and so tapered, they're not for me. Somebody with really narrow tapered feet is probably gonna love these shoes, but not for me. I didn't try the Chloe because it didn't have the suede, which maybe in the future I will, but I kind of have found my shoes, so I'm done trying to find all of these shoes. So anyway, that's that. This is a Radiance. So I think that's it. Those are all the different shoes that I've worn so far. And I will do a separate video for my new special shoe that I absolutely love. So look for that. It will be next. And then I'm also going to do a video of just trying all these shoes on in their own reviews. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy my channel, and I can't wait to hear from you guys. So if you want to see more of these, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully we can talk pointe shoes. So I'll see you later. Bye.